Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I really appreciate you all. If you do want a free reading, I am going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. I deeply appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And it's time for pile number 1. I also want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings, because it all matters, and I deeply appreciate it. So pile number 1, my gorgeous darlings. How are they feeling about you right now, pile number 1? How are they feeling about you right now? We have the 5 of Swords. There could be some kind of disagreement. There could be some kind of sabotage. Or they could be some kind of malintent. We'll deal with the rest. We've got the Queen of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups. So 2 out of the 3 of these cards kind of indicate that maybe you should be a little careful about trusting this person. Because the 3 of Cups is not exclusively a third-party card, but in some instances it is. I mean, we have the 2 of Cups here. We have the Queen of Wands. I do think that you are incredibly attractive to this person. But with the 5 of Swords, like, there is a severe conflict, and there might be somebody who's not really caring how, not really caring how their actions really affect other people. So let's talk about the 2 of Cups, because that was actually the best card that came up. 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Throwing things as I do. It looks like there's some kind of fear, anxiety, worry about a relationship. I don't know if they have. Suddenly, if you can tell, my voice is very rough. So I'm getting the impression that there are some real issues with communication here. And as soon as I say that, suddenly I can speak again. So it looks like maybe there's some fears regarding communicating about a relationship. Whether it is the relationship between the 2 of you, or because there is that 3 of Cups and that 5 of Swords, if there is possibly an additional relationship. Yeah. And there seems to be some possibility that it's there. I got a little bit of input. This might not be for every last one of you, but even though, it's important to pay attention to this person's character. So 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is an imbalance. There needing to be a choice to make something steady, stable, to give some kind of real thing. And we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords going over the 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords is the truth, is honesty. It's a new beginning moving forward, but it is it is interesting going on top of the 3 of Cups. So there might be some kind of truth that needs to be paid attention to. Like, the only way forward is through the truth, because this is a new beginning. And again, for some of you, there could be some kind of third party here. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. Is he the King of Pentacles? I feel like this person keeps coming up and presenting to you like there's somebody that is very steady, stable, maybe looking like there's somebody who really has their stuff together. And they certainly are attracted to you. There isn't a lack of attraction. But we have the King of Swords and peace. I think that there's a need for some kind of truth. Because the King of Swords, again, and peace. Like, the truth will give you peace. And we have the Ace of Wands and the Ring. The Ring is about a commitment. The Ace of Wands, I mean, it can be inspiration. It can also be passion. But this is passion and commitment. So I feel like if you haven't had a talk with this person, you need to, because the truth is the only thing that is going to set you free. And especially with the Five of Swords, your best interest might not be being looked out for at this point in time. We have the Nine of Cups, which is personal happiness and satisfaction. And we have the Rider, again, with a new beginning. So we've got new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. I haven't gotten a lot of endings, but I've got a lot of anxiety about commitment. And it does feel like if there's going to be some kind of way to move forward, there has to be a real commitment. And we have the King of Cups and the Home. This is going to be different for some of you. Some of you, this person might already have a home, have an established relationship. Be very attracted to you, but maybe juggling things. So if I would get to what the truth of the situation is, because I'm not sure if you can always, like with the Five of Swords, you know, there's a little bit of you know, not really, again, it's, you know, it's selfishness. It's not considering that this person might be creating some kind of no-win situation. They might not even win this situation. We've got the Sun. Again, the Sun is about clarity. I'm not sure if this is about this person's clarity. I feel like this is for your clarity. I feel like you need to know something here. And there, like, if anything is going to be stabilized between the two of you, there has to be a choice to do that. And there's a bunch of new beginnings, but, like, I'm not sure if it's within the context of this person. I feel like your new beginning is through truth. It is through passion that also involves commitment. I feel like you're going to have to prioritize what makes you happy. Especially since, you know, there could be some juggling and some dishonest behavior here. We've got the Strength card, and the Strength is about being strong, being brave. The Rider is also brave. The Rider is going on an adventure. The Rider is starting. It's the first in the Lenormand deck. And we have a Knight of Wands. We have a Queen of Wands and a Knight of Wands. I feel like you really need to question whether this person is just coming in for something physical and isn't going to be there. Yeah, I think that it's much... I know this is supposed to be how they feel about you, but I feel like this is a lot of advice to you. Like, the Sun and the Ace of Swords are clarity, honesty cards. We've got a Knight of Wands here and a Queen of Wands. But I think that this person is presenting as somebody who's the real thing, but I think that you do need to pay attention to their actions to see if they are. Especially since there is a few cards that might indicate that there are third parties in this relationship. We have manifestation through your own personal happiness. So I think that there's an ability. This is a happiness card. This is a happiness card. But this is not necessarily happiness within a specific relationship. This is about personal happiness. And that ultimately manifesting wish fulfillment. It's not necessarily hard to get wish fulfillment if you're in the Nine of Cups. But I feel like you should not be choosing this person over your own happiness. I think that is clear. And I think, again, with my voice going out, there's a real need to talk. Because if you're afraid that talking will make you lose the relationship, all the more reason for you to speak, so that if this isn't for you, you can have your new beginning and have something real. They must love your mind too. There's a need for them loving all of you. And again, there's an aspect where this person does see you as highly desirable, but that isn't all there is to you. We have gratitude. I apologize. There's kind of a weird hum that's been coming from my neighbor's house. So if that is picking up on film, I unfortunately, it's my neighbor's. So hopefully that's not causing too much of an issue. So we have gratitude. So with gratitude, again, I feel like this is more advice for you, because you truly deserve somebody who can appreciate who you are. Right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. So, I think that, think about what's happening right now with you in this connection. Don't get too far ahead. Only because I'm not saying that you shouldn't have, you absolutely should have the Two of Cups. But is this person actually offering you that? Is this person, no matter how much that they present as the King of Pentacles, are they acting like the King of Pentacles, or are they acting like a Knight of Wands? I think that this is very interesting because it's going on top of the Strength card. Like, whatever happens, be brave, be strong, overcome, and reinvention. So I have reinvention. And again, it feels like this is specifically for you. And it's not that reinvention can't happen on another person's part, but it doesn't happen without them choosing it. And there is some kind of promise that will be fulfilled through some kind of reinvention. But again, that you're only responsible for your actions. You are not responsible for this person's. So we have belief. So I feel like there's a need for you to have some kind of faith. And we have the watering can. So there's a necessity for some kind of nurture. But we have the Nine of Cups twice. So are you nurturing yourself? Because it looks like your wish fulfillment is going to come through kind of self-nurture. And I think with gratitude, is this person actually grateful for you? Is this person acting in that way? Does this person actually communicate with you? Because again, my throat was starting to get tight again. We have the letter A and the letter F. And we have a knot. So a knot, I mean, it could be a promise, but I'm kind of getting like there's a little bit of a block. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is believing you're stuck when you're not. And, you know, it's I mean, maybe other people have gotten you to a place where you believe you're stuck. But ultimately, the only thing that's keeping you stuck is believing that you're stuck. Because you're no longer trying to get out of whatever it is that is keeping you stuck. Which seems to be thoughts. Could be worries. We do have the 9 of Swords. So, I think that it's okay to have fears, but ultimately you're being asked to be brave anyways, and know that this is going to bring you some kind of blessing. And we have the wand. It's not usually a wand, it's usually a olive branch. And again, there was some kind of peace. So, I feel like there's some kind of a desire for maybe a truth to have some kind of peace. I certainly don't know if this person will go out of their way to give you any kind of truth. But I think the truth that you should know is with the 9 of Cups. There is a need to choose your own happiness, regardless of what this person does. Because that happiness, it does seem like it's going to be a greater reinvention. It doesn't seem like it's going to get you to be present and move you towards people who have gratitude for you. I know this took a little bit of a turn, but it just seemed like it was more of a reading for you. So I hope that this helped. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. I want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings because it all matters, and I deeply appreciate you all. So my gorgeous darlings, how are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now, pile number 2? We've got the King of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. This person is feeling romantic. We have the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands could be a block, or it could be somebody like standing up for what matters to them. But I think that this person is feeling love and romance for you. It does look like there is some level of maybe this person owning up to some level of responsibility. But we still have to talk. I keep on getting, like, the 7 of Wands is not always a block, but it can be. It can be defensiveness. It can be, you know, just not letting things happen because, you know, you're afraid of what might happen. Knight of Pentacles. So, there is more than one interpretation here. One is like this person might be feeling the romance but wanting to defend their singleness. And I feel like I got a little bit of input that is the case for some of you. And obviously that's going to be a block for a relationship. But for others of you, it could be like that this person, the other interpretation is this person might see you being strong, stable, really able to create some kind of healthy relationship. And there's something about that this person is defensive about. I just heard like too good to be true. So there's a part of them that might be causing blocks because they might believe that you're too good to be true. This doesn't mean that you need to prove anything to them, because you truly don't. Because unfortunately, if somebody is deep in their stuff, you know, unfortunately, sometimes no truth can get through that filter. So I feel like this doesn't seem like the absolute biggest block, but it does seem like there's a block here. How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now? We've got the King of Wands and the Three of Cups. Again, if this person is trying to defend their singleness, they might be entertaining other people, maybe entertaining less serious options. Really being led by their passions. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is when our luck changes. It can absolutely be a good luck card. It is a card of cycles as well. And I look heavily on the cards surrounding it to see what kind of luck. Because it's not it's not always good luck. I think that this person is probably, because of either defending their singleness or, you know, wanting, like, maybe having some level of just functionality that's just in another person that's just scary for them. I feel like this person might be truly damaging their luck. We have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from what is unfulfilling. And, you know, either this person could have walked away because, you know, they maybe really did want to pursue something a lot less serious than the feelings that they had regarding you. Or you might have had enough self-worth to walk away if they were continually blocking things, or if they were introducing third parties. Two of Cups. I feel like even if they have walked away, you know, the feelings haven't gone away. And I think that it really depends on what this person does. Because what their luck is going to be really is going to depend on what they do. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the Queen of Standards, the Queen of, even if I love you, you can't disrespect me. The Queen of potentially cutting things off. We have the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I think that there would have to, and I feel like this person, in order to have a Ten of Cups, you're the right person to offer that to, if that's what they choose. But they'd have to get serious, and they'd have to actually make you that offer. And they seem to be doubling down on their King of Wands energy, which, I mean, is charismatic, it's fiery, it's passionate, but... And I think that there is even a chance for the King of Wands to be somebody who's... They're not the Knight of Wands. They can have some more stability, but I feel like this person might be following their passion when they should be when there's emotions on the board, and, you know, they should be making some kind of practical choice, and they should be making some kind of practical offer. How are they feeling about you right now? Ran, focus. This person. So, I would say this person is focusing on you, but I think that in order for them to not really just screw up their luck, they need to focus on what matters. Because Two of Cups does keep coming up with you. It does feel like this person has emotions for you. But there's also the Three of Cups, the things that maybe aren't as important, that this person might be paying a lot of energy and attention to. We have letting go and divine abundance. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. I think that this is probably advice for both of you, because this person would have to let go of whatever they're doing to block the connection. And I think that there's an energy of you having to know that this person's actions are outside your control. Divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. It seems like there is some level of abundance. Again, I feel like this person seems to have feelings for you. They may be turning their luck away. But keep in mind, like, this will not ultimately keep you from abundance. It came to my head, so I have to say it. It's like, love is your legacy. Like, again, it's like, serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. I think that there's an energy of, it's best not to chase this person, because you are still supposed to be taking a bite out of life, experiencing the abundance of it. And this person may very well block their luck. You may very well be this person's luck, but we can't make anybody make good decisions. Except us. So, we have want more. It does feel like this person has feelings for you, but it doesn't feel like this person is showing up. And I think that you're supposed to continue to want more than what this person is giving you. Allow yourself to release so the divine abundance can give it to you. because you're not hostage to this person's blocking their own abundance. We have looking at what is our responsibility. And again, the choices this person makes is not your responsibility. The person you are, the choices that you make are your responsibility. And there is a need to look very clearly at the situation. There is something for you to discern here. With the Superman or Supergirl chart, this is about the right use of power, because you can have power and do good with it, or you can have power and not. And it takes character to use power well. So I think that you need to think about what is your responsibility, and you need to not take on what this person's responsibility is. And I think that you should be considering how you use your power and paying attention to how this person uses theirs. We have a sad face. I don't think that this person's choices are going to actually lead them to be happy. And again, this person can potentially shift the wheel of fortune in their favor, but they would have to stop blocking the blessings that they have. We do have the olive branch, and we do have, like, there's a really strong need for appreciation. And again, I think that this person does have feelings for you, but there's the addition of this person is to appreciate you. And this person has to act like they appreciate you. And otherwise, let go and let abundance come to you. Because this person can't block all your blessings. This person can only block theirs. We have the ribbon, the little bow. That can be about not forgetting. Can be about connection, but I feel like it's not forgetting. Why is there a need to not forget? 10 of Pentacles. Feel like most of you are the 9 of Pentacles, somebody that is steady, stable, somebody that brings a lot of worth to the table, somebody that really only needs the right offer to have the right relationship. It is very much up to this person whether they offer you the right offer. And for that, they're going to have to figure out how to focus on what matters. So it does seem like there are some things that, you know, it does seem like there's been some focus on the frivolous. Maybe so that this person, you know, doesn't have to face any kind of fears they have about, you know, connection. But again, not your responsibility. Not something, not work you can do for them. You can simply do the work for you. Want more, experience life. Because, yeah, like, so this person has to make some choices. Those choices aren't up to you. And those choices, you know, also might not be the best choices that the person can absolutely make, but they're also the choices that this person gets to make, and you get to make other choices, and it looks like you should be making choices that allow you to experience life. So I hope that this helps. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. So again, thank you. And it's time for pile number 3. How are they feeling about you right now, pile number 3? How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about you right now, pile number 3? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Dropping about a quarter of the deck as I do. The Fool. Let's put these back in, because again, it was about a quarter of the deck. The Sun. And the Page of Pentacles. These two can kind of be innocence cards. They both have an innocent aspect to them. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which is about the seeds that we plant for the future, what we invest in. And we do have the Page of Pentacles, which means that there could be some kind of investment going on here. I don't know if there is enough investment, because it's not even the Knight, much less the King or Queen. But there is some kind of start here. And there is some kind of maybe a risk that will be taken, because we have the Fool. Maybe taking a risk to invest in the future. The Sun is warmth and happiness and joy and blessings. The Sun is a wonderful card. It is a very happy card. It's a very innocent card. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. The seeds of the future need to be nurtured. They need to, you know, if a plant is gonna grow, it needs sunlight. Clarity on the Page of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is maybe a sense of loss. Maybe focusing on loss and not seeing what is in front of them still. Because there is definitely always a silver lining with the 5 of Cups, but with the 5 of Cups, there's a loss. And there, you know, there may be a need to like figure out and shift focus. Clarity on the Fool. King of Swords. So the King of Swords is the king of the mind, intellect. The King of Swords sometimes does not prioritize their heart space. Doesn't mean that they are heartless. They are not. Clarity on the 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. So, there is maybe some aspect of sabotaging the future. I don't know if this person has sabotaged the future with you, or because, you know, something else didn't work out. But that could absolutely happen, and in order for the future to bear fruit, like, it needs to be nurtured. So let's talk about this. So there is a need for an offer, and this person may very well give you an offer. If this person gives you an offer towards your future, that's, I mean, of course, always, you know, make sure that this person's living up to that by, you know, paying attention to what they do. Because we do have the Five of Swords, so there could be some level of sabotage. It could be like completely subconscious sabotage. So there is a need for a real offer. Well, I'm going to just talk about the Five of Cups, because I feel like if this person is sabotaging the situation, it might be through that. Healing. So it does seem like this person may need to heal something to offer you what you deserve. In that case, you will be able to build something that is bigger than either of you. But we have the Eight of Swords. Again, it could be self-fulfilling prophecies. It could be, it's all those thoughts that are not necessarily true but keep us stuck. It is the belief that we are stuck even when we aren't. And again, there's a chance at healing for that, and that healing could lead to love, but there's a need with the Six of Cups, a really tender, very sweet, very kind love. And again, there was some potential innocence cards up here. I feel like there could be a very tender connection here. But we have the Bear, and we have the Ten of Wands. I think that this person needs to release something that no longer serves them. And this person has the power to do it. Through here and through here. The Bear can do it. But I feel like this person needs to be not so focused on what they have lost, what they could lost, but what they could lose. I can use tenses. And there needs to be some kind of health. I think from all this, I think that there may be some advice to kind of take things a little bit slow. There might be a reason why. Again, because this person, just to save yourself. This doesn't mean that you need to deal with something so slow that we'll never ever get anywhere. But I think that in order to, I don't think that this person has any kind of malice, but this person absolutely could sabotage some kind of future with you if they're not in a place that's healthy enough to engage in it. So it does look like there is a potential to grow a future here, but there needs to be a real offer, and there needs to be healing, and there needs to be a lot less self-limitation. Love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. While there is potential here, but it's whether or not the investment is made towards the future. Freya and boldness. Freya, check me if I'm wrong, but I believe she's also a goddess of love. So look at you here being beautiful and awesome, being love. But also, no one person is your salvation. Except possibly yourself. It doesn't mean we can't have other people, but we have 9 of Pentacles. So I think that you need to pay attention to whether this person actually puts in the work to build a foundation with you. And if whatever unhealed part of them is not letting them do that, be in a place where you choose yourself. Because we literally have Freya on a chariot, and the chariot comes out. Chariot is the universe moving you forward. Chariot is moving towards victory. We can get in our own way regarding the chariot because it deals with our shadow selves as well as our, our higher selves. And the shadow part of ourselves is just the unhealed portion, which kind of is going back to where this person is at. It does look like this person can heal. It looks like this person can overcome what's in front of them, but I feel like in order to have that connection, I think that they do have to do that. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands can be conflict between the two of you, so can the 5 of Swords, but it can also be your inner conflict. So I don't know if maybe there is some kind of inner conflict that you let get in the way of allowing yourself to move forward towards victories. But you're supposed to move towards victories. And I feel like in order to have some kind of future with this person needs to invest in a future with you. So it's kind of, they're doing that or they aren't. But you're dope. Trust that. So I do think that you're being asked to act with strength, confidence, and boldness here. Because we have the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is holding on really tightly or holding back way too much. But either one is not healthful. Either one can ultimately be a block to energy and a block to a connection. So don't, if this person is not being generous right now, even if this person is not a bad person, but they are not being generous with you. You're here for blessings. You're awesome. That is about this person. And there's also, don't hold on to this person so much that, that you get conflicted about your own victories. One person is not your salvation. Love is your salvation. And I think that, there are blessings here. But there's a connection. In order for there to be blessings, there's a connection that needs to be nurtured. There is healing, and there is a chance for wish fulfillment, but there's also a need for discernment. You need to pay attention to what this person is doing. You need to pay attention to what you're doing. You're going to have to pay attention to if you're limiting yourself if this person isn't making an investment in you. And again, it's not transactional so much as in order for things to grow, The seed needs to be planted. The waters need to be planted. The plants need to be watered. It's just not, maybe. I mean, those are the conditions where things can pay off. So, we have the dragon. Dragon can be greedy, but it's also a very powerful, magical. And I think that there's a need to not discount your own power and strength. And we have good fortune. It does look like there's an ability for there to be good fortune in this connection. But the investment matters. So, I think that the question is this person investing energy in a future with you? Because that's what the Seven of Pentacles is, and the Seven of Pentacles came out more than once. It seems very significant here. We also have the Sun, which means, there are blessings, there are chances for clarity and joy. But I'm also getting there's also a need to not forget how awesome you are just because somebody is, I was going to say dealing with something, but maybe not dealing with something. So I think when dealing with this person has to figure out if they want anything to pay off with you, investing in that. And, time, energy, treating you like they would want to be treated. So, there is a chance for prosperity, but it's only going to be if the field, if the plants are watered. It's only going to happen then. Not because the plants are too needy, but because you don't water the plants, they die. It's not, yeah. I don't know why it needed to be said like that, but it needed to be said like that. So, this is about investment. And there are some blocks because I think that there's one person who maybe hasn't dealt with some stuff. They have the power to deal with that thing. And I think that they have to in order to give the amount of investment necessary. So I hope that helped. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment if you want to be in the running for that. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I really appreciate it. So it's time for our gorgeous pile number 4s. How are they feeling about you, pile number 4? How are they feeling about you? We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Pentacles. I mean, Lovers is a sense of, spiritual connection, passion. But it's also a choice card. Now we have 2 choice cards. And we have 1 choice card that shows an imbalance. Death. And 9 of Cups. Death is transition, change. It is an ending, so other things can happen, but it's also, it can be something of an inevitable ending. Like, if there is no balance, there will be an ending. So we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is about self-fulfillment and happiness, and that leading to wish fulfillment. And I do get the impression that for some of you, there was an end to this connection because the decisions to balance it out never happened. And I think that this person probably can see you living and, you know, I feel like this person may be getting the impression that you're just fine without them. Whether this is the case or not, I think that this person is feeling that, or is seeing that, seeing you potentially get your wish fulfillment, where, like, because it looks like this relationship really transitioned and changed. I don't know yet if this person is transitioned and changed. We're going to start with actually the Two of Pentacles, because I'm more uneasy about that than I am about the Death card. Nine of Swords. Oh, that makes sense. Looks like this person had, I think this person has fears, anxieties, worries, and that made them, like, not make very practical choices that ultimately, you know, caused there to be imbalance and probably caused whatever this transition is to. So I was saying this caused this. Two of Pentacles caused the death. This person might be recognizing that their lack of choices might be why you're just focusing on your own happiness. And it's not, you know, some of you might be focused on this person's happiness, but I feel the energy of, like, you're out here trying to make your wishes and dreams come true. And this person may have killed something between you by maybe never even offering you something worth having. And it's certainly not for a lack of passion. I feel like this person probably still has some feelings for you. And now there's heartbreak. Because this person didn't make the decisions that would have allowed this relationship to live. And this person did have feelings, and this person probably does have feelings. And there is heartbreak. And this person, if that was the case, they probably also broke your heart. Clarity on the Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords. I don't think that they've really been honest with you. I don't think that they've really, because with the Seven of Swords, it's about, you know, wanting to like have what you want, but, you know, I mean, it literally shows somebody stealing something on the card. Not this one, but. And, you know, it's sometimes like the conflicts we have so that we don't have to, like, face up to things. And I feel like, you know, the Five of Cups has the Three of Swords in it. And the Five of Cups is kind of here. Like, the Five of Cups is the, you know, the conflict so that there can be avoidance. And the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords is baked into that Five of Swords. Like, Because the Five of Swords isn't ultimately creating a winning scenario for anyone. It's conflict, but it's not productive. So I think that this person is still trying to avoid. This person feels, you know, the heartbreak. And I think that there's probably some kind of heartbreak that they put on this connection. And I feel like they still feel the connection. But I don't think that they ever offered you, like, this is kind of like possible breadcrumbs, like possible, you know, because this person needed to give you an Ace of Pentacles. Because the Two of Pentacles, this unmade decision is what, you know, ended things here. What transitioned things. And it doesn't seem like this person is still fully willing to maybe face their actions. Because that's Seven of Swords. So I'm not saying that this person did absolutely nothing, but I don't think that they ever put in enough of the practical effort that they would have had to. Person, you know, has no lack of passion for you, and I feel like if you let this person would definitely continually come in for physical aspects. But it seems that somebody was greatly hurt and has set a standard. And as a result, this person is out in the cold. Now, perhaps this person could, you know, stop avoiding and meet the standard. But like this person feels like they just, you know, like they just don't make decisions even after it has catastrophic results. You are responsible for your own happiness. This person's responsible for their own happiness, and you are responsible for yours. It looks like you're doing things to invest in your happiness. It looks like this person absolutely still feels some kind of connection, but has still not made the decision. Still not offered you enough for something to be worth it. It doesn't mean like this is like things like security and knowing that this person can be there and determination. I feel like this person sees you as somebody who's very powerful, very strong, very determined. Again, it does seem like for most of you, I think that you are somebody that set a very strong standard. And you're taking responsibility for your happiness. Sometimes you learn, this is the loss card. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So maybe some of you took a loss in this connection so that you can open yourself to other love. Elevator, rise above. While this is a foolish thing to say, I do think this might be how this person may view things. Like if you had a breakup or you left because it was a forever situationship, like this person feels like you won the breakup. But it's not about winning the breakup. It ultimately would be about doing what would be best. Well, I mean, we do need to focus on our own happiness because this person's responsible for their happiness. Sorry, the big lighting change. And you're responsible for yours. And it looks like you've definitely taken responsibility for your happiness. You're trying to rise above the loss that you received here. You're being strong. You're being determined. And this person still feels the connection. I feel like this person still feels some heartbreak. We have good fortune. Sorry, let me show that. Good fortune. I know it doesn't read very well. And love. So I feel like this connection, like you were offering them good fortune and love. We have the dinosaur, which is about a need to evolve or die. And it does seem like there may be somebody in this connection that was so caught in what they needed to evolve from, they might have created some inevitable ending here. We have the dragon, which is being very powerful, very magical. And again, I think that I feel like this person is really, truly, at this point, really recognizing your strength and power. We have Psi. So is there some kind of psychic connection? Why is Psi here? We also have the letter V. For some of you, victory. 6 of Cups. So I feel like this person does want a return to you. This person does want reconciliation. I think there's a disconnect with realizing that if they want reconciliation, they have to make a choice and actually offer you something worth having. But this person is seeing you living your life, looking great, by all aspects, being somebody who's very confident, somebody who's very much of a standout of a person. And this person, I feel like they still think about your style, your beauty, your handsomeness, your attractiveness. We have the grandmother. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of family legacy, some kind of, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of generational issue, or maybe there is some kind of advice that this person has been getting or needed to take. 3 of Cups. I feel like this person didn't take something seriously. And it could have been advice from their ancestors. Again, I feel like they do feel some kind of psychic thing. They still feel passion and I think love, but unfortunately it looks like their actions can only lead to loss and being left out in the cold. Which is probably pretty unfortunate for both of you. I mean, it looks like, definitely from their perspective, but I think overall it looks like you're going to be resilient. Even if it's going to be hard. But I think that this person is going to have a lot of what ifs if they had actually, you know, done the things that they should have done. Go forward boldly daily. So you're going forward boldly daily, going after your own wish fulfillment, going after your own happiness, rising above the situation, taking responsibility for yourself. This person is responsible for their happiness. And, you know, there is some kind of connection, there is some kind of feelings. But while you're going ahead, being bold, being strong, this person is still can't make the choice. It's like this person thinks that it can work out without them. But this person, like, they have feelings for you. This person is seeing you being very impressive. And it seems that you have boldness that they lack. So, I mean, this person, does recognize that there has been an ending. This person has recognized that you have set boundaries. This person is out in the cold. This person could still potentially make decisions to make things more balanced between the two of you, but they'd have to do it. They'd have to make that choice. And it just feels like they might even see what they need to do, but it kind of doesn't matter if you don't actually do it. So I can see how this would be very frustrating. You're certainly shining your light. They're certainly seeing what they probably have lost. But it just seems like you have realized that you have agency, and this person kind of, it's like they don't, it's like they can't make the connection that if they don't make the offer, they can't receive. If they don't give you something worth having, then things won't balance. And I don't know what the disconnect is here. But this person, can see what you're doing. This person can see you modeling the kind of... I think this person can see you modeling the kind of courage that this person maybe wishes that they had. But they'd have to take some kind of responsibility and actually make those choices. So I hope that this helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you all.